Hey Fairies! Lately all I can think about is my Zelda blog. Yeah, I have a Zelda blog. I write theories. I haven't written anything on it for maybe a year. It's been such a long time since I've come up with anything to write, written a theory of some sort, any kind of trash that spews into my brain and onto this website. I haven't done it in such a long time and I miss it. I keep thinking about it but not doing anything about it. Today, I got an email with my Google Analytics because every month I get sent one of those from WordPress, and it said, you know, how many people visited your site, how long they stayed on your site, things like that, and also where they are being referenced from. Maybe a few weeks ago, I was referenced from a site that I don't recognize. It was like SVG or something like that. I've never heard of that site before. And then I go on it. Think of it like when you go on Facebook and you click one of those links and it's a article saying top 10 craziest things, and then you have to click the next page to see the next option. It was sort of like that, except you also had the option to see the whole page all together. Well, I looked through it and it was an article about the creepiest things in The Legend of Zelda. And I was trying to find where this reference was from, and it turns out that this person linked my article in their article. It was about Bongo Bongo and the theories of the well, and they linked it saying that there are some interesting theories about that setting and why it is the way it is. And I just got so excited. Somebody thought that my theory was good enough to link to their own writing. Like, somebody used my writing as a reference. That is incredible. Because first and foremost, I've always wanted to be a writer, but definitely not an article writer. I did newspaper in high school. I just wrote a few articles and it was okay, but I never really enjoyed the whole process of interviewing a person and talking about this subject in a way to bring news. It just wasn't my style of writing at all, because I've always been a person that likes to write fiction. So when I decided to start this Zelda blog, it was purely out of wanting to create theories and not spread news or anything like that. But I have had this site for maybe a year and a half now, maybe longer than that. I never saw a lot of traffic on it, never saw anyone really paying attention to it, and for a while that did bother me. But then it slowed down. I stopped going to it because Breath of the Wild was coming out and I didn't want to write articles on it if I hadn't beat the game yet. And ever since then, it's completely halted my production on it. I started to care less. And when I started to care less, that's when things started, well, at least this one thing came in. And that one thing has definitely made a lot of all that struggle I had with it worth it. Especially when you go back and see something you did a year ago and you see that you did extensive research. You put your heart and soul into something a year ago, because you're not going to remember any of the things you did like that. It's going to be bits and pieces, but you're not going to remember researching all the sites, researching the actual game, going on, getting screenshots or taking pictures of the screen, all these kinds of things to make your article beefy. I always thought of myself as a slacker with these kinds of things, like I would write it and not put my whole self into it. But when I look back now, it makes me feel good to realize I did have a passion for it and it was something worth reading. I guess that's just how I see myself. Like, I always see myself as someone who's lazy and doesn't understand things completely and speaks out of my own butt, but really sometimes I do have a good grasp on it. I just forget that I do. And I've had a lot of upsides and downsides with having my site. For one thing, people in the Zelda community can be really tough on you, like incredibly tough on you. And I've only had a little bit of experience with that, a smidge, but it can really be deflating. I don't think that's what caused me to stop writing my articles at all. It could be a lot for another person. And I don't know how that will be if I ever got more exposure on my articles. Because some of them are really not that good or not good at all and were just fun to write. But there's going to be people in this world who don't see it like that. I think I definitely want to do a whole other video talking about the Zelda community and what it's like to be in it, and also the type of people you experience in this community. Because, I don't know, comparing it to other fandoms, this one can be really critical of people, I've noticed. People take their Zelda seriously. But even still, I have fun with it. I enjoy it, and the less I really push into caring about it, the more fruitful it is. This was something I was really passionate about, but I've learned, especially with work, that I can't put all of my eggs in one basket because that will emotionally drain me. So I didn't do that, and it's paid off. Not actually paid. I'm not making any money, but it's definitely helped me on this journey. And that's because of you guys. You guys stopped by and you stuck around, and it made me feel really good. So thank you for that. I appreciate people that stop by my blog even though it's kind of dead right now, but I do want to pick it back up because I enjoy writing. I enjoy talking about Zelda because that is my game, and it is such a big part of my life that I'm surprised I'm not doing it more. I mean, I have this YouTube channel, but I'm not always talking about Zelda on here because this is more like the things I like, and it's a big span of things on this channel. But this was started because of a Tumblr blog that I had that was dedicated to Zelda. So it's still there in essence, but I could do more. I could. I don't have a lot of time, but I could do more. So if you think that I should continue writing Zelda articles, I'd love for you to let me know. If there's any topic that you would like to see me write about or make a theory about, I would love to help. I would love to do something to create something for people to enjoy. That's pretty much it. That's really what I wanted to talk about. I know it was another just sitting down and talking to you video, but at least it wasn't another cringy makeup tutorial, am I right? So thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, I don't know how you could because it's just a sitting and talking video, but if you did, you can leave a like if you want, and subscribe to become a fairy today. I'd love to have you in my fairies fountain, and I'll see you later, fairies. Bye! I did it!
Oh, yeah.
Me too.